Chris Graham with the Genesee Sun here at York Central as we bring you a fall preview for the Golden Knights. Big story this year, that graduating senior class, they're all gone now from York, and all the teams in this fall season are looking to replace those seniors that have graduated. Chris Graham from the Genesee Sun here with varsity soccer coach Mike Valentino. Coach, you're coming into this season after a 7-7-3 mark last season. What are you looking to improve on this year at York?
I'd say over last year we're looking for consistency game to game. Last year we had games where we played very well, and we also had games that we didn't show up. I don't think we played to our full potential, so we're looking to be a little more balanced game to game moving forward.
It seems like the story for York Central in every sport this year is the loss of a great senior class last year, not just to the community but to all the sports here. Obviously you suffered from that as well, losing some seniors. Who steps up this year to make this team better than that 7-7 mark last year?
This year we're looking forward to, I have 4 guys that have been up with me since they were sophomores that are seniors now. Will Beersford in the center mid position, Ben Shepard up top, Alex Wolfson in the back, and Brandon Easton as an outside midi. In the junior class, we had a phenomenal goalie last year. Colin Seuss had 7 shutouts, and he's coming back. He looks bigger and stronger. So we're looking for those guys to kind of carry the other guys through and let them lead the way for us this season.
Now, obviously, as we said, the 500 mark. What's the goal, at least for sectionals? I know you said you got knocked out in the first round of them this year. Returning team, what are you looking for this year?
We're always looking to win a title. I mean, that comes first and foremost. That's the goal that we set, and I really feel like this group can do some good things and go very far in sectionals, if not try to compete for a title.
You got a very good matchup on September 27th. You'll play Geneseo. Obviously, they're a loaded team this year. Is that one that you're already circling on the calendar?
Yeah, definitely. Geneseo is always tough. Last year we played them close both times, lost by a goal each match, and they're really a benchmark that we can measure ourselves against. It's also my birthday, so it'd be kind of nice to get one there, but we'll do our best, and it'll be a good test for us.
Had a 500 mark last year at 7-7-3, and if the one thing the coach is hoping for a win on his birthday, he's Coach Mike Valentino for York Varsity Soccer. Chris Graham here with Athletic Director Ed Orman, sporting a T-shirt of the greatest university in the world, St. Bonaventure, but we're here to talk about York Central's upcoming fall sports season. Coach, as one of the big things going into this fall season with York is the loss of this past senior class. Just a ton of athletic accomplishments and accomplishments in the community as well. How does York get together this year after just losing such a great senior class?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to definitely miss those seniors. They were a great group of kids, like you said, not only on the athletic fields but also in the school. They were great leaders. They had a lot of pride in their school and in their community. But as a coach, an AD, a teacher, it's always an exciting time of year, the fall, to see these guys, last year's juniors and sophomores rising up. It's their year, it's their time, and hopefully they can, ride the coattails a little bit, so to speak, and take what the senior class from last year accomplished and build on that, and continue on a positive fall for us here.
Looking to define their own legacy, to take a little bit of a Bonnie slogan. What's the big things to look forward to this fall season?
All of our teams, I think, are all really competitive. The football team, again, returns a lot of talent up front on the line. A lot of the linemen last year were juniors, so they return a lot of beef up front. Our girls soccer team, year in, year out, is competitive as heck. They got some young girls, a youth movement coming that are really talented. I'm excited to see them. And, of course, the senior girls to make their mark and continue the tradition that we have with girls soccer. And our boys soccer team last year set their program record for wins in the season. I'm really excited to see them build on that with a ton of seniors who've been 2-, 3-, 4-year players. And girls volleyball last year, upset the #1 seed in the tournament and made it all the way to the sectional semis. And they return quite a few seniors and some really good hitters. So I'm excited for all the sports.
So obviously, as we said, with high school sports, there's always an ebb and flow of talent coming in, coming out after, graduating seniors. So there should be no concern for the York faithful this year.
We're We're going to do what we do, and that is we're going to play hard, we're going to compete every day, and we're going to do that with class and in a way that can make our community proud. Wins and losses, if I could do that, I'd have a crystal ball. But we're going to be really competitive in pretty much everything we do, and like I said, we're going to bring the highest level of competition, and we're going to do it with class and a spirit that can make the community proud.
Amazing the two of us get together here and don't discuss basketball, but we'll get a quick basketball question. You're wearing the Bonaventure shirt. What's an early season projection where you think they might fall this year in the A-10?
I think they're going to go 18-14, semifinal loss in the A-10 tournament, but they'll have at least two big upsets in the conference.
He's a great coach, he's a great athletic director, and he supports my alma mater, St. Bonaventure. He's athletic director and boys varsity basketball coach Ed Orman. Chris Graham here from the Genesee Sun with head coach Eric Amoris for varsity football. Coach, you had a great season last year, losing in sectionals, but it seems like the story this year for York Central is losing just a great senior class. Most specifically for you, your starting quarterback, Tyler Schutz. What can we expect from York this year with a lot of different guys at the skill positions?
We did lose we lost 14 seniors, so anytime you lose a great crew like that, you're starting with some guys who don't have the same experience, but I feel good about their work ethic, and they're high character kids just like the last group were, so I'm looking forward to it.
Obviously last year you get against Clyde Savannah in sectionals. New group this year. Where do you think this team can end up?
I feel like we're going to keep getting better throughout the entire season. Our goal is always to try to win Division III. So as long as we keep getting better and doing our job, the sky's the limit for this group.
You have a new starting quarterback this year, obviously with Tyler graduating. Tell me a little bit about him.
Cody, he's a sophomore. He's an excellent three-sport athlete. He's a good leader both on and off the field, and I look forward to seeing a lot of the same things out of Cody that I saw from Tyler.
How much of a transition process, you talked about losing 14 seniors, is this going to be a year where maybe the first couple of games team kind of takes some time to gel together, or is this a group that you're pretty confident can get it going right from the start?
I definitely feel that our goal is to keep getting better throughout the season. It's not where you start, it's necessarily where you finish. So we definitely want to come out and start strong, but with all these losing 14 seniors, there's no doubt that we're going to keep getting better throughout the season.
They'll look to get better this season and improve on the mark that they had last year. He's head coach Eric Amoris. Chris Graham here for the Genesee Sun with new York Golden Knights starting quarterback Cody Dubio. Cody, you take over for Tyler Schutz, who had a great career here at York. What would you say the level of pressure is on you coming into this year?
Well, there's big shoes to fill here. He was a great three-sport athlete, and he had a fantastic arm, great accuracy. Had a little pressure, but the key is just to stay calm and try to do the best we can with what we got.
Obviously, as you said, his numbers speak for themselves of what he did here. What do you bring to the quarterback position?
Well, he was more of a pocket passer, I think, but he can still run outside the pocket. I like to run the ball too, but with our style of offense, we have a little bit of both going.
About a week or so into practicing now, what do you like what you're seeing from this team so far?
We're smaller teams out of most of the county, but we're really quick, fast, and smart, which will make up for our size. And we have great hands for the wide receivers and running backs.
It was a good run for York last year. They ended up playing Clyde Savannah and losing that game in sectionals. Where do you think this team can go with you at the helm?
Sky's the limit for us. We have smart people, like I said before, and just follow up on these seniors from last year. That was a great example, and hopefully you do the same.
All right, he's Cody Dubio, the new starting quarterback for the York Golden Knights. Chris Graham from the Genesee Sun here with Vic Van Vliet, head coach for girls varsity soccer. Coach, you just got finished up with a practice. Team for this year, at least most of the teams here for York, really losing a great senior class that obviously affected your squad as well. Just talk about those seniors from last year and what the loss that they have now with obviously with graduating.
We lost a very big senior class last year. We had 14 of our 20 players were all seniors. 2 were foreign exchange students. So anytime a small school loses that kind of talent, it's going to be very difficult to fill all the spaces. The senior class last year, we have 2 that are now playing in college, Jackie Morgan and Janelle Andalina, who were just big assets to us. They scored the majority of our goals, so it's going to be very difficult to replace players like that.
We were 12-4-2 last year, losing in sectionals in the semifinals, I believe.
To Bishop Kearney, yes.
Bishop Kearney. This year, what are you expecting out of this squad?
We're really gearing. We've always geared here at York to be ready for October. Really, at the beginning of the season, we're just looking to improve and see if we can build some momentum up for the October run for sectionals.
Obviously, we talked about losing those seniors. Who's some players on this team that are going to step up this year?
We're very young in key spots. So Danielle Perry is going to be very important to us in center midfield. We have Katie Mandrano, who's going to have to take over a lot of the load from Jackie Morgan. She's only in ninth grade. In the back, Anna Swisher is a senior who's going to have to take a big leadership role. Maddie Edwards is coming back from a torn ACL, so she's going to have to work into a very prominent role in the midfield for us. But we're not, it's baby steps with her because she was just cleared a couple months ago. Those are the up the middle. We're going to be the kids we're keying on. After that, we have a very young class. We're going to have a young goalkeeper. We're not quite sure who that's going to be yet, and we also have we're really young. We have a lot of eighth graders. We have eighth graders that we're looking at for varsity. Our rosters are not set yet, so I really don't know too much beyond that.
You're opening up with Avon, who looks to have a pretty good squad this year. What games on the calendar are you circling early on?
To be honest with you, I never look at our schedule. We can't really decide how our schedule is set. So to be honest, I haven't even looked at who our first couple of games are. I know that Avon was one that we filled in because we lost games for the Kendall tournament. The games that we're always looking forward to, we always like to play Genesee. Obviously, they're crosstown rivals. We also like to play. We look forward to the Albion, the game that we play against Albion every year. That usually is at the Kendall tournament. This year, we just picked them up as a non-league game up there. So it's always nice to play a Section 16 that's a lot larger than us. So those are the two probably the games that we enjoy the most. Obviously, the Keshequas are fun. They're very good teams, so we like to play those.
And we'll get you out of here on this one. It's a young team, as you said. So, what does the York faithful have to look forward to with this squad this year?
I think we're going to see a lot of improvement because we are so young. There's a lot of room for growth. So I think we're going to be a much different team on September 6th. I'm sorry, by October 19th than we are on September 6th. So I think the fact that we're going to watch our development will be huge for this group.
He's varsity girls soccer coach Vic Van Vliet, and I'm Chris Graham for the Genesee Sun. The fall season looks to be promising for the York Golden Knights, even with losing the senior class to graduation, as all the teams look to be improving. So we will see what they do this season for the Genesee Sun. I'm Chris Graham.